from there, we were continuing on into the city where we're about to settle now. Anything I'm
Awesome.
missing?
That's cool and all. What the fuck happened to my character? I can't. It, I'm so confused. What happened?
Did he actually somehow get deleted?
I don't know.
That's a
Um,
I can't check.
can you not access it? Is that the issue?
No, like I literally can't access it. Like you know
You're looking under journal.
in general,
That's the tab that it's usually under.
journal. Yeah, I'm looking under journal, and the things that used to be there are not there.
Try a reload because I can see it.
Hmm.
Or maybe you just somehow accidentally removed access.
I'll check access.
Oh, maybe. Yep. Maybe it's fixed itself. Yeah, it fixed itself. Thank you.
Sweet.
All right, so we're walking into this town.
Alrighty. Um, so you return to Talat. Um, as you have been here once before, or twice before now. The main street is a small collection of shops. You've passed it before that leads um, dead ahead to a signpost at the end of the way, directing off to a few different directions. On your way into town, you didn't notice any religious figures. They likely haven't made it here yet. Um, compared to last time you guys traveled here, you have picked up a fair bit more speed, having everyone on horseback, and managed to take pretty good care of these horses, so that despite being sickly, they still managed to keep up relatively good pace. Um, you do know that there's some form of convoy on the way to meet you from the Vatican, um, estimating about a day out towards the city.
Oh, so we got here like before them.
Yeah, we did. We got there before them. Because
So the
we
question is,
headed out, we were much closer to this town than they are. And we have
We're too
horses.
fast to get the horse. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they went horses too, right?
Yeah, but I feel like since they're, you know, they might have like
So
a
they have horses.
carriage
Um,
that they're pulling that's bigger than the thing that we pulled.
but they had to travel about twice as far as you guys did.
Hmm
Last time you
And
did this,
and I'm assuming it's a
you
bigger
were
group.
maybe not necessarily a bigger group. You guys are probably a bigger group, but last time you did this, more than half of you, or not more than half of you, but you still had walking folk. I think you only had one horse, and then the um, what's Sterling's thing called? Why am I blanking?
wheelies.
Wheelies.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have his fine steed at that point.
Mm-hmm.
He had the Wheelies
I
PMA
mean,
trim.
technically, we don't have to be in Toulouse, right? We can because we're headed to the Vatican anyway. So
Yeah.
we can technically just go towards them.
It's more so us
But we
stopping
have to,
in to Lot to maybe get some stuff for the horses.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, true. We have to feed our sickly horses, huh?
Hmm
Is there a stable anyone we can look at? Like take care of horses here. I mean, this is like a checkpoint. I'm pretty sure they would have such people, right? Maybe.
The first time you arrived in this town, you didn't spend quite enough time to track down that building. You kind of just met up with the Vatican group pretty much right away. But they do have one towards the edge of town. Um, they actually have two buildings for them, but it's all owned by one company. Um,
We should head over
the
there then.
um,
Actually,
the
Wait.
closest one to you is their main building. It has quite a few more stables. Up top, there's a little dangly, not a dangly sign, a little sign pushed into a small tower that holds up the building. It says Sayre Stables.
Sayre? You say Sayre Stables?
Give me a second, sorry.
Did did Toybin go to this place too? Wasn't he stopping here or no?
You want me to ask him? I can ask him.
Well, he's go. Whoops! I accidentally closed Discord. I closed the wrong thing. Dang it! I gotta log back in. Discord. Sorry, I closed the wrong tab. Or the wrong thing. I meant to close something else. There you go. Why is this not looking now? Why is that not looking now? There we go. But did you hear what I had asked?
I don't believe so. What was it?
Didn't Toybin stop by Tolot? Or
He has with you guys before.
hmm?
Actually, ask that again.
Did because we had met Toybin while we were over kinda heading towards the like right when we were leaving the Wizard Tower? Was Torbin heading towards Tolol, or was he heading? Because didn't he say he was going to Sal or Salud?
Probably not Sal, because that's dangerous.
Well, not Sal. Salud or the other one.
I
The
believe he was headed towards Salud.
he
So
would have
he would've
probably stopped
passed
by
by
here, and it hasn't. And I don't think it's been long since we've seen him.
We had to go to the tavern afterwards and then come back. I don't know. He's probably gone if that's what you want.
Pierre was just curious, and he wanted to check around.
Yeah.
I can
You
always
probably just missed him because he would have
Okay.
stopped here for the night,
Mm-hmm.
and that would have been the last night.
All right.
And you're coming in the morning, so
If you really want, I can message him. Just let me
No.
know.
No, he was just wondering if he was here or not. He just remembered it and was trying to figure it out.
All right, so we could go to the stable, right?
All right. Out front, there seems to be two different stable hands working some of the pens, moving horses, dragging bags of feed.
Mm, I guess no one else is gonna. I guess I'll walk up and be like, excuse me.
Uh, oh, what can I do for you?
Uh, what was the tavern's name? I forgot it. Where is it? I don't have that tavern on my thingy.
I don't think the name really matters. What
Yeah,
matters is the horse
the,
itself, right?
we
The
found
Travel?
yeah the Tavo. We went to a Tavo inn and we found two horses there. They were very malnourished and everything. Uh, there were a lot of people that were, you know, dead there, so we were trying to make sure the horses are alright and brought them this way. He'll lean over. Are we keeping the horses?
Have to depend on their condition. Can you take a look at them and then let us know if they're able to, I guess, work without issue, without getting sick or hurt?
Uh,
Kind of just restore them to their natural good form, hopefully, and then we can move on. Just kind of check up on them.
for any horses, we could set up a quick checkup. It's only 2 gold per horse for a checkup. Any actual medical care, though, prices will vary.
Of course,
Alright.
I will
Uh,
pay.
I,
Well, not that I have access to my sheet, but I will pay 2 gold for one of the horses.
I will also pay 2 gold.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go get the doc. I think he's actually in town right now. My buddy here will stable up the horses. We should by 3 hours from now, no more than that, should be able to get the horses all checked up and looked at. Then we can talk prices for more advanced medical care, timing from there.
That sounds good. That's quicker than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yeah.
Alright. The other
I
guy
mean, we have
comes
to
and
wait for
takes
the
the
church
horses
anyway,
away.
so we have a lot of time to kill.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I doubt that there's anything new because it hasn't been long since we've been gone, but we can check out that one shop where you got the rings from.
Yeah, I'll probably check out that one and the herbalism shop as well to see if they have anything new.
And,
Actually, honestly, I don't know if it's worth checking out because I spent all my money on that
yeah,
one thing.
that's true.
If anything, I
Um,
would like to make some here somehow. That's what I would try and do, try to make some money.
you don't have any of those valuable gems anymore, do you?
I had 3 of them. They're each worth 20, and I sold them all or traded for the thing. So no.
Okay. Uh, I am guess while you're doing whatever it is you're gonna do. I'll use my jeweler tools. Well, actually, I'll use my all-purpose tool and turn it into jeweler's tools. And then I will take the time to try and refine the black diamond that we had found.
I thought there was like one other thing you had to like cut, because uncut. Was there?
It was an
Are you
unrefined
thinking
black
about
diamond. It was completely unrefined, but I have the jeweler's tools, so I can do all that, I think.
No, I think this other thing we found before that. It was like an uncut gem that if you cut it, you can sell it for more. I think. I don't remember. I don't have access to any information.
That was the unrefined black diamond. The other
Oh, I
thing
thought it was a different
was
deal.
the other thing was the what is it called? What was it
crown
called?
jewel?
No,
The crown jewel.
the sticky
The crown jewel.
the the crown jewel was a different
Black crown
item.
gem.
Maybe it was that. I think it was. It was just how he described it is what I was trying to think of. A black gem with a sticky surface. The other one was an
Yes, that would be the black.
unrefined. The other one, which is the one that I've been talking about, is the unrefined black diamond that could be worth 200 gold if I get it refined right. And that's why I'm saying
I guess
I can start
you just cannot
doing
roll.
that.
Alright.
You
To cut and to polish would be separate checks, so give me
Yep.
a check to cut the gem first.
Alright, I will be guidancing. It's a sleight of hand
you need
plus
Yeah, sleight of hand plus
the
this one.
proficiency.
Yeah.
Because and then my actually technically expertise, but
Do you require assistance or no?
if you want to, I don't know if I can get assistance, but if possible, can I?
Are you proficient in
No. I was thinking bardic. I'm just wondering.
like bardic could be applied if you want.
Alright.
I'm just wondering if you're confident in your modifiers. Because otherwise, I'm gonna be bardic.
I mean,
ideally,
I
if
should
could
be
find.
fine. I have a 5. I have a plus 11 and a d4 from guidance.
Oh, you're fine. Plus 11, you're fine. You don't even need guide.
I'm still doing guidance anyways, but here's the first one. 21.
You do pretty quick work. Most people, this task to get this quality cuts on the gem would be possibly days of work. You just kind of get it done real quick.
Mm-hmm.
3 hours.
If you want, I'll say, actually, let me take it back. I want to know what you actually want to do. You said you wanted to make money. I assume performance, but is there something else you wanted to do instead?
So my typical is if I can, I'll sell spell slots. If not, then I'll sell bardic, and I do so with via performance. Yeah. Also, I'm not home, so I don't have access to my character sheet. So someone else would roll for me for everything.
And Pia will offer up 1 second level spell slot of continual flame.
Really? Can I get that continual flame javelin then?
Oh my god.
I'm doing it to try and get money.
Oh.
Maybe do it on
Yeah,
a
I've
But-
got two.
But the
I've got
thing
two-
is, we
I
had done a long rest, and I didn't use a second level spell slot during that long rest, and you never approached me to ask.
Okay, that's my bad. But I've got 2 candelabras, and they're worth 15 gold each.
Ooh, sell it right now. Do it.
Just gotta shake my hand then, and these 2 candelabras are yours.
Are you trying to?
Yes, I'm trying to buy this continual flame off of you.
You won't have to buy it from me. Just wait
my
until we go to long rest, and then I can do it for you.
Free.
You just have to remind me.
Yeah, well, I'm really bad at reminding, so
Well, I'm also pretty
will
bad
try.
at remembering, especially when I get into something.
I will try.
Oh. DM's gone from the roll 20 apparently. Oh, there he is.
You just shadow booted me, I guess. I still had the tab open. I guess the tab stopped loading for a second.
Because you were looking up the selling spells thing.
Oh.
All right. Are you gonna have a sign? What are you doing to try and advertise these spells, especially with Pierre's being a specific spell and everyone else's and Setior's
mean,
being more generic?
My specific
Okay, so
spell
what-
is a pretty easy one to show off because we already have 2 items enchanted with that specific spell.
Yeah,
So what I
just
can do now is I
tell
can
somebody to like enchant their hat with it.
create a large sign and like animate it, and it can basically move and advertise itself that this halfling will be selling you inspiration and assist in magical needs, and also give a performance. The performance is free, but you can tip. There'll be a jar or a hat or whatever that you can tip in.
I feel like just to make it better, Pierre should make it a flaming hat.
Yeah, you can do that if you want. I'm pretty sure you have extra spell slots today, unless you're
I have
selling all of them
I
somehow.
literally only have 2 second level spell slots.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay.
That's why I was only gonna do 1. That's not a bad roll, but it's also not great. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh wait,
I
hold
forgot.
on. Wait, just tell me. Just tell me. I don't know if I
Oh,
can even watch this. Let me see.
never mind. Do not watch it.
Yeah.
Don't don't.
Okay.
It's not worth it. I cannot do it.
It
It
was
was
flickering on my end.
flickering. Yeah.
Okay, so I caught that. Interesting. So what was the roll? Was it a performance
13.
roll?
It was a performance of 13.
Yeah, 13 performance. That's
Pretty terrible.
I mean, it's not the
7.
worst, but it's also not the best.
Well, what if I had Lance help me? Because we usually perform together.
That is true.
And I'm sure Lance would like more money too.
All right. I'll say not here, but they can give you the help action.
Oh, sweet. I'll take
Yeah,
whatever I
that's
can.
fair.
Ooh, 19.
That is much better.
I I just like to also imagine that Pierre's just been sitting next to Setior this whole time, just cutting up the gym as well, so they're just watching the performance and Pierre's like cutting.
Damn, if you were next to me, you can also give me guns.
Well, I was guidancing myself the whole time, so I figured I wouldn't be able to give you guidance if I'm doing that for myself.
All right. Two people approach you with a small amount of coin in a pouch, asking, "How much is inspiration?"
I will say my normal amount is 10 gold. If I recall correctly, that is what I think I've been selling it for. Pretty sure it is. 10 gold per inspiration.
All right, we could both take inspiration. They each give you 10 gold.
God, I can make more mental math notes. So -2 for horse, 20 plus 20, so 18 gold, I believe.
Here, I can type it down on my character sheet for you.
Sure.
I'll
Or just
throw
put in
it.
Discord and then we can see.
Yeah, I guess that works too.
Whatever.
I'll throw it in.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'll throw it in downtime, I guess. So
I can
plus
also just
10,
mark it
minus
up on your
2.
sheet.
So oh yeah, that's 2.
It's plus 20 minus 2, so
Oh
I
yeah,
just made
20.
18. If you
Yeah.
want to just open my, I guess Jack can just open my character sheet. And
Yep,
just
that's what he
do
said.
that. Okay, cool.
And Pierre would probably have the flaming water skin and the flaming small stone sitting in front of him while he's sitting next to Sedior doing his gym cutting.
All right.
Man, next time I should just save my animate ability. Actually, no, I can still do it. I can ask someone if they want something to move for like an hour. Hey, you have a little doll you want that can like move? It can't talk to you, but it can move and dance for you, whatever you want.
And then one person comes up for the continual flame. My lantern just keeps going out, and I keep having to head into the woods at the night for my hunts. Could you just like light the oil inside, and it'll just keep going?
I can do anything. I could even do a rock like this, or a canteen, or a friend of mine wants me to make a javelin lit, and I'm pretty sure I can do that too. It basically works just like a torch, but it doesn't create heat or oxygen, and it can't
He
go
looks
out.
around and picks up a big rock. How much to light this guy up for me?
Pierre is just kind of looks towards Sedio and is like, "How much you think?" You're the money savvy guy. It's a second level spell. It's pretty useful.
Man, if only I was at home, then I can look it up for you. I had a list for like first level slots.
Yeah,
And,
I know. I'm
pricing,
trying to
but it's
remember.
uh,
Based on my recollection, I would say that a second level spell like that would go for about 40 gold.
I maybe.
that's a good price. I would accept that.
Yeah.
I think it was similar to spell scrolls, but
Yeah.
like a fourth of them or something crazy. Because I also halved it again.
Yeah. So yeah, 40 gold works. I can do that for you. And
They
Pierre
got what
will.
utilities.
He says, "Yeah, let me just
Honestly, if you
go
want, you
back
could
to the
even get
place.
a
I need
better.
to."
You can even get something better for me to do it for you. That way, you don't even have to carry it. You can just have it on your person on the side.
Oh, I was thinking about putting the rock in my lantern, but you're right. Maybe just like if I just had the length of rope, how much could you do? Could the whole thing light up?
I am not sure about that. I mean,
I'm pretty sure it does.
I don't think it has
Pretty
any
sure it
limit because it's just a object. It's any object.
does.
So
It's one
Oh my
object.
god. That
I could probably even
that sounds
make
like
a
a really
house.
stupid way of making. Yeah, that sounds like a really stupid way of making like a bunch of light.
Pierre's just like, I could actually thinking about it, since it's an object. I mean, a house could be considered an object of sorts. I could probably even do it on a house.
Like a ship, a whole boat.
Oh yeah, a boat. So I don't think there's any real
A
limit on what
lighthouse
type of
in the
item.
whole house with the light.
You just can't turn it on.
You can't. Pierre will say, but you can't turn it off. You can cover it or hide it, but it will not go out.
Yeah, maybe something to put in my lantern. That's the easiest.
And
That way I can.
Pierre will
comfortably
put his
easily-
hand over the ones that he has, and it's just like, and as you can tell, and he puts his hand on it, it's not actually hot.
He's actually in a lot of pain. He's just not showing it.
No, it's not because it doesn't create heat. It's
No,
not
I
an
know.
actual fire.
That's the joke.
He runs back to his home or to his business actually, and then so it's not very far away.
Mhm.
Then he comes back with a small pouch of gold and is like, "All right, just light up this rock for me. That way I can put it in my lantern and easy coverage."
That works, and he will do exactly that and continual flame the rock.
Uh-huh. And it lights up, and yeah, you got 40 gold.
Nice. Feel
What type of spells is Setior advertising on the board?
Man, I wish I had my character sheet. I would tell you.
I could give you a quick rundown of what you got.
Sure.
Minor Illusion, Mage Hand, Druid Craft, Vicious Mockery, Thorn Whip, Comprehend Languages, Command, Silvery Barbs, Healing Word, Entangle, Mirror Image, Suggestion, Nathair's Mischief, Spike Growth, Liedman's Tiny Hut, and Hypnotic Pattern.
I would say not hypnotic pattern, but almost everything else. Maybe not Nathair's thing. That thing. I feel like no one would really want. It
and I
can't be
don't
very
know if
useful.
any of the combat related spells either.
No, I would advertise it. Those are fine. Pretty much everything except
Yeah.
Nathair's and hypnotic pattern, because those feel like they wouldn't be super useful.
You
Unless they,
advertise Command.
yeah, of course, that one's a good one.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly, I can advertise all of them. It just depends on how they want to receive it, right? Because if they ask for hypnotic pattern, I imagine they want to take me onto like off-site and like to wherever they need it done, and I could do it. So honestly, I can just advertise all of them, and if I did, they would be on the floating board, the signboard that's advertising on my stuff.
Then you get two more final customers. The first one comes up with a small scroll. They pull it out and they're like, can you read this for me? I have no clue what it says, but I think it's from my great aunt or something."
Sure. I take a look at it. Is it a spell scroll?
What language is it in?
Yeah,
It is in Infernal. It looks like.
Oh, okay. I would have to use comprehend languages,
Mm-hmm.
and I would do that.
Mm-hmm. As a
What does it
first
say?
level, that's going to be.
Well, actually, you know what I can do? I think can I cast it on someone else?
Can you?
I don't.
Because I can actually.
No, it is
Nah,
self.
target.
Is it self?
Yeah, it's target self.
Oh damn. Okay, whatever. Then I'll cast it myself and I'll read it.
It's just an extra missing piece of that notebook that we found. The cookbook that we found.
Oh, that
It is
that one was
a
in
very
demonic.
small note that says, "Yo, David, I found this new book, and I'm trying to learn this new language. Tell me if you can understand it."
Oh, clearly not. Okay, I would tell him exactly that, and then I'll ask him, is someone? I mean, I'm guessing you can't understand it, but were they trying to tell you something? Well, I don't understand. If you couldn't understand this message, then what did they expect?
Oh, a lot of my family, we are what's the term? Polyglots. We try to learn as many languages as possible. It's just a little hobby.
Oh, okay, that's kind of neat. Well, it is in Infernal. Like, uh, perhaps you can use this as reference or find someone who can read it, learn it that way.
Interesting. Thank you. How much do I owe you? I've got 10 gold here. Is that enough?
For a spell slot, it costs more. I would say 15 at least. Wait. Oh, wait. No, oh, it cost no, no.
No, that was
Never
a
mind.
first.
He
It was a
didn't
first
cast
level
that
spell.
But yeah, I guess yeah.
I
Yeah, but
thought.
you know what? I'll say 15 anyway.
Actually, no.
I
I
know I
thought
didn't cast it on him, but
I did think that it was 20 for first level or something like that, and 10 for cantrips or something. I thought is what you decided. Or
I just
I don't
I
know.
just
Or
know that
was
it
it
should be worth
just?
more than
Actually, I might have it.
Wait, maybe I have it on Discord. Maybe I can search it.
Yeah, it might be on there.
Granted, this isn't like from a different campaign.
This. This one? No, it would have to be maybe this.
Da. Oh,
What was it doing here?
mm,
I'm trying to find it in the one of the previous live streams when you had first done the selling spells.
oh, let's see right. Um,
Go ahead and keep looking. I'm just gonna have you roll a real easy persuasion check. We'll bring because the theoretical 20 is what we said it is. I'll just do units of 5. 5 he's steadfast. 10 he'll bring it to 15. 15 he'll bring it to 20. 20 we'll see.
Okay. Roll the persuasion for me.
You got a 23.
Nice.
He hears you say he hears you say 15 and he goes, well, this could be very useful. Another language that frankly I don't have a lot of media on. You know what? Here's that 15 and a little bit extra. I'll be
Hey.
extra generous and throw 25 your way.
Oh, nice. Can someone write all this down?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I would say I think it's cool that you learn so many languages. Very, very neat. Very admirable.
Yeah, I couldn't
Gotta
find
keep
it.
yourself busy somehow.
You should make a business out of it. I don't know if it's just a hobby or whatnot, but
Maybe someday. I don't fully know the profitability, but there's adventurers out there that could use some languages or organization. You might be right.
yeah, you always have all kinds of texts you might pop up
That
that
could
need
be.
translating.
Yeah.
It could be just a simple translation service. Yep. I
And then
imagine wizard.
Final customer.
Ooh, yes.
Hmm?
Go on, sorry.
The final customer, a shady fella, comes out from around the corner. He's like, you can cast magic, right? Can you control people? He gives you like a wink.
I can. What do you need done? I will say if there's a level of danger, it might add to your cost. But if it's a simple just casting, no worries, then it'll be just a flat cost, the normal market price. We'll call it.
He points out a man walking down the street. He looks like a finer dressed man. Not extremely wealthy. But he's got a little bit more fur in his coat, a little bit more nicer shoes. Things are made of sturdier materials. Could you get that man to give his belongings out to people?
Hmm. I can persuade him. Is there a reason why he would want to or not want to do that?
Well, perhaps generosity, but I was just hoping if I could get some of his stuff off of him. He's got let's just say a thorn in his side that I'm hoping to get rid of.
I'm gonna take this man to the side, okay? I'm gonna bring him to somewhere we can speak privately,
Okay.
like one on one. I'm gonna say, does this man who does this man like work for? What is his background? Because depending on that, I can just give it to you, or actually I would just straight up refuse. So you gotta tell me a little more about this man.
Well, his family used to be tax collectors out here, but 20, 30 years back, stopped doing much business. At this point, he's just kind of a rich folk. Stays in this town for no reason but to bother us. Show us that we're lesser. So I thought maybe show him how it feels.
Hmm. Okay, so you're saying he's a noble?
Yeah.
Ah. Hmm. See. Uh. Hmm. I don't know this. Wait, would I be able to recognize this guy at all? Maybe, possibly. Oh, probably
Um,
not. But
I can roll
maybe.
you a history check.
Sure. Yes, please.
Shaboom. Um, you got an 8 on the check. I'm gonna say he doesn't have any very familiar characteristics. He's probably not a very high noble if he doesn't really have any business anymore.
Okay. So he used to be a texter, and he isn't working anymore. So he was actually I need to think about something else. So do nobility lose that title? Can they like I don't know? Is it possible? Like, does one stay as one as for life? Like, how does that work?
Well,
It depends on how you get the nobility. If you're like nobility from wealth, yeah, you can't lose it. But if you're nobility, like you're born in nobility, it's really hard to lose that.
It can slowly degrade, though.
nobility comes from title, comes from wealth, and comes from claim. So, if your title could mean that you're some king's son or something, usually that's very similar to claim too. Claim means you just own a lot of land. Like if you happen to own a fourth of a nation, you claim nobility. And wealth is one of the more common ones. So wealthy, you become noble.
Okay, I'm gonna since I couldn't figure it out myself because I rolled poorly. I'm gonna ask the man. about his, I guess, background, or maybe even if he knows upbringing. Like, what is his title and what house is he from, all that stuff. Like, just give me some information so I can help. It can help me kind of like uh, glean more on how much this man deserves it, or maybe not deserve it. You know.
Well, his last name is Thurn, but I believe he has, as I said, older ties. He no longer really holds most of them, but his family used to have ties um, to the uh, the old country back when this was ruled by the people of um, where'd I put that note? Thought I'd keep it in world building, but I didn't. They're old, back from when the noble houses ruled this land before the church um kind of took over.
Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Actually, that's another history thing. I want to know because I know this land is like occupied by church majority. So the nobles of this land, they was it they're not here because they lost the war against them, or like what happened to them?
Due to conflicts and an increase in monsters, they've all mostly evacuated to some extent to the east. So this duchy got split in half essentially, where technically they still own this land, but they haven't stepped foot on it in almost 50 years. Meanwhile, the church now does most of the management of the area.
Okay, so they have no power here.
Yeah, no power here.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna ask this man then. Like, so this man, like, he's noble in a land that has no power here, but like he's kind of like already down. You want to kick him when he's down?
He's still got money. He still flaunts it.
Oh, that doesn't seem right. He should be using it for something better. You know what? I don't like this guy. He should be either working to, I don't know, reclaim his title or, I don't know, kind of restore this place. But what is he flaunting his money for? Who is he flaunting his money to? What is he trying to gain?
He likes to come in and buy big things before others can. Like, my buddy was gonna get a horse the other day. Nice steed. Had a fine white mane on a perfectly brown body. Almost like a nice coffee. Um, but then this man came in after the sale had already finalized and paid double on the horse just so that my buddy couldn't have it.
Okay, I don't think that's correct. That should not be allowed. Uh, all right. I am willing to do what you want. What would you like me to exactly command them to do? What would you like out of this?
Well, with just one spell, I don't got enough for much more than that. Um, really just embarrass him. If you can get his belongings off of him too, that would be ideal, but try and take him down a peg. That's all I need end of day.
Hmm. We need to think of something creative. Hmm. Hmm. Something that would embarrass him so he would no longer flaunt his money here. I don't know. What does his day to day look like? How can we make his day to day suddenly turn into a terrible fumble?
most of his time is spent rather traveling from bars to bars, buying finer goods in the shops, or just staying in his home. Today, though, he's walking the market, and my original idea was that you just told him to give up his belongings, but if you can think of something better than that, I'd be very pleased.
I have a small idea actually, but I need to also know his belongings. Do we know where he keeps it?
Well, he definitely has some materials. I'd assume on his inner pocket. Um, I recall that he had a uh, ornate knife. I doubt it was of any use. The blade was made out of gold, of all things. Um, and his clothes are quite fine. But besides that, all of his real material belongings are going to be stored up in his home.
Hmm. Okay. I want you to find a set of clothes that would fit him, make him kind of ragged, and then once you prepare that, we can approach him.
Say that again.
Hold on one sec.
He wants you to find clothes that make him look awful,
Ragged. Yeah, yeah. Basically, he has
like
to
a
fit them,
homeless guy.
but yeah, make him look poor, but he has to fit them. And then once he prepares that, then we can approach him.
He leaves for about 15 minutes, comes back with a potato sack and a secondary set of clothes. Um, would the sack do, or just these dirty old pairs of clothes I got left lying around?
I think the sack is a good idea. Let's go with that.
What else do you
Okay.
need of me?
I don't know. Do you want to watch? Do you want to see what happens firsthand?
That would definitely be ideal. Especially if I'm spending a little money on it, better enjoy it.
Yeah, very well. Then follow me. We're gonna talk to him.
All right, he follows suit.
Okay. When we meet the noble, hold on. And then let me think of exactly how I'm gonna work this out. Okay, I'll say, good evening, sir. Introductions.
Good evening. What can I help you with?
Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna say, do you enjoy role play?
Bit of a strange question to get on the street, but I have no opposition to theater.
Okay, we're gonna perform a little act for the fine folks of this small town. You're gonna pretend you are a you were recently robbed and you lost all your belongings and now you're poor. You're very poor now. You're gonna be really poor. You're gonna beg people for money and it's gonna be really sad and depressing. So uh, here, yeah, let's swap clothes right now. And that's my suggestion, so
He's using suggestion.
doesn't make it sweet. Yeah, I think what that's a DC whatever a disadvantage save wisdom.
DC 15?
I don't know. I had to check my character sheet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
save
it's
DCs.
DC's 15.
But disadvantage because I have my sweet item.
Yeah, I think disadvantage is more useful than a straight up buff to the saving throw total.
Yeah, I agree. That's hard to come by, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's only for charm spells.
But you can do a lot with charm spells, though.
Yeah. Well, they
All right.
say the most evil school of magic is not necromancy; it's enchantment.
They
Yeah.
failed.
He rolls a 7. So after quickly shaking his head a little bit, he's like, "Oh, all right." Um, and he pulls off his cloak, his coat first before slowly stripping down in the street before he takes clothes from you.
Yes, so we will give him the potato sack to wear, and we also basically obtain all his clothing and belongings on his person. So that is the loot we have gained,
All right.
and this will happen for the next 8 hours.
For 8 hours, he is sitting there begging on the street. Then, um, as you get a, I'll throw all this in inventory if you'd like. You get a gold dagger, worth 20 gold. You get a small sack of gold full of 10 gold pieces, um, and a pair of fine clothes.
Man, he really is poor. He only had 10 gold on him. Damn.
Technically 30 if you count the dagger, but Pierre's not counting the dagger.
Did I say 10 or 20?
10.
You said daggers were 20 and a sack of gold, a pouch of money, basically. That's 10 gold in there, right?
Swap those numbers around. I said that wrong.
Oh, okay, okay. Sure.
$10 dagger, 20 gold.
All right, someone write this down. I need it.
Pierre's refusing to have anything to do with a gold dagger, so
Gold dagger.
yes, that's what the dagger is. It's a it's a 10 gold piece gold dagger. It's a dagger made out of golden for the blade.
Like, it would be functionally just holding it in your hands. It is a horrible dagger.
That
Oh
is
yeah,
Um,
why
it's just
Pierre
it's
is refusing to even go anywhere near it.
like,
a showpiece.
it's not the best gold in the world, but it is gold still. So you put like just a little bit of pressure on that blade and it bends.
I do have a question though. Actually, the guy I was working with, does he want? Does he seem like he's expecting any of this, like a cut of this?
Um,
I was under the impression that he just wanted to see the dude get embarrassed, and he's gonna be embarrassed for about 8 hours.
Well, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know if he had ill intent. Then maybe he'd want some of his loot. I don't know. Granted, I'm just gonna charge him more for the spell.
he doesn't seem like he really wants too much of it. He definitely doesn't look like he'd be opposed to taking it or anything, but he is kind of sitting back there with a big smile, as he's just watching the wealthy dude sit in the street begging now.
Okay, then I'm just gonna say this will cost you 40 and your silence. That I was not involved.
Um, he quickly brushes his brow. Ooh. Any chance I could use you got some belongings off of him? Could I wiggle that down a little bit?
35 final.
All right. I gotta walk back to my place. I don't carry that much gold on me. Only crazy folk would do that. Um, if you want, you could follow me, I guess. But he starts heading to his home before he takes him about 10 minutes. He's kind of scraggling through couch cushions and stuff. Um, he gives you what's 35 gold, but it's mostly silver and copper, but it adds up to 35 gold.
Sorry, I stepped out a little bit. He said he went home and then what?
He
He-
went home, kind of dug through his couch cushions and looked around for other things. He gives you 35 gold, but it's mostly in silver and copper.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Can someone make a note of that, and I'll just add to my sheet when I get back?
I mean, Jack can do it
Okay.
since he knows. He probably can even just throw it in as silver and copper.
I could, but that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah, like
Even though
who
you do have
uses silver and copper?
We did at first because we did at least use silver at some point because I have 7 silver for some reason.
I
I've
think
only
somebody
used gold.
split coins at one point, but originally, I do prefer using rather a system where you commit to the bit, where gold's the only currency, or you get a little more nitty gritty, and copper is worth much more than people think.
I
Mhm.
prefer the gold only.
Because the in certain ways of running it, copper is like a penny, so it's not really
Mhm.
worth accounting for. In other methods, copper's like $10, so it makes a little bit more sense to keep track of.
Yeah, I just know. Oh, you are right because it was like within like the 3rd session where we did those odd jobs, and we got a random amount of gold, and we split it, and it became silver. I think everybody got like
Yeah,
7 silver each or something like that.
something like that. Somehow Setior has 2 silver, so it might have been more recent that there was some sort of split in gold or something. I don't know exactly though.
I thought he just found a silver piece or two randomly.
That could also.
So I did my stuff. Sergio did his stuff. Sterling, you doing anything?
Sure. I'll roll athletics check to see if I can
So you were
get
just
closer
working
to
out?
that. Yeah, I'll just work out. 7. I don't think I actually.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I don't get it.
Nope.
Oof.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. All right. So that was pretty much the 3 hours. We're gonna check on the horses.
Sure.
I imagine Sedior's probably takes a little bit longer. So me and Sterling can head that way while Sedior's dealing with the dude.
Mm, alright.
And then
Um,
Sedior can come over.
as you head over, one of the um farmhands is no longer there, but the one you talked with um is
Mhm.
there with a uh looks like a shorter fella. Pierre recognizes it right away, and then a few seconds later, Sterling recognizes it. A dwarven man, um,
Hmm.
Mhm.
tall for a dwarf, but still a dwarf. Um, he's wearing what looks like a decent set of overalls, as he's kind of looking around the horses, cleaning them off. What you would imagine a general checkup might be.
Yeah.
Uh,
Pia? I guess Pia will approach. And he'll ask, so, how are the horses?
well, they, besides what you fed them, uh, they they're definitely malnourished. A term that we've recently picked up in the scientific community, I'd say they've got at least 3 tiers of exhaustion right now. Um, rest will definitely help, but for them in particular, food's going to be a big deal. Seems like you've
Mhm.
managed to keep some food down with them, but we'd probably want to start them off with a fresh diet. Begin with some salt licks, some water. About 6 hours after a diet exclusively of that, we'd probably move into softer foods, pre-mashed potatoes, berries. Um, then by that next day, we'd be moving back into the harder things, some grasses, some hay, and then final days we might pick up with some specialized horse feed. Before after that, they should be back to normal, pretty much eating whatever they want. Might still have some additional food adversities, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. More, they wouldn't be used to it anymore. Less of a actual downside.
Okay, so they can make it through it. They just need a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Alright. Mm, uh,
If you wanted to leave them with us, um, the 3-day program that I have in mind to rent out the stables for that long would be
I just realized that it might be easier to kind of sell them off and get afterwards.
yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of not worth all the extra effort, especially once they're still in such poor condition.
I imagine Setio walks up after hearing all that and would say that maybe. Because Setio is
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
well.
I
If you
think
don't
we
think
should.
you'd be able to make it back, that might be a
Yeah, no.
reasonable
We were
scenario.
we
We'd
were
have
gonna be
to.
heading towards the Vatican, so it'd probably be a bit.
Would
Mm.
they? Do they have horses we can possibly trade? I mean, granted, we'll pay a fee if they like because our horses are not great condition, but we're not like just kind of like buying straight out because we're kind of trading horses. Granted, they are kind of ill.
So the medical program would be about 25 gold per horse. We'd have to take that out of any cost for the exchange and then do comparative horses. So what you've got here is one of your horses is a what is it called?
War horse? I don't know.
Yeah, one horse.
I said war. I don't know.
You got a draft horse here, and you've got a draft horse here and a riding horse here. So if you wanted comparative, I could just hook you up with one of each. Cost you out the price of the medical treatment and then a little bit more for the exchange. Um, if that's what you want to do, I could hook you up with that. Or if you could be back within 3 days, it should only be
I don't think we can be back
25
within
gold
3
per horse.
days.
I mean, can it be longer than 3 days? Would it? Are they gonna charge us?
It would cost a little bit extra in renting out the stables.
Because we will be back. Like, I'm pretty sure we have to come back to deal with Sal after we go to the Vatican. I imagine.
Yeah,
yes, we do.
I just don't know if it'd be 3 days, because to get from here to the Vatican, it's pretty much what, 2 days, 3 days travel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll take longer than 3 days, but like
Because we took a
perhaps
day
we
to
can.
get from where we were to here. The Vatican people still aren't here, so that's at least pretty much a guaranteed 2-day travel almost.
So per horse, renting out a stall per day is 2.5 gold. If you give me a set date, I could just set that into your price. Hook you up from there. Any late fees is an additional half gold per day.
Would we be able to give you more gold than what's needed potentially? And if we come back before the amount of gold that we give you is used up, you could give it back, or
Uh, I could try and draft up a scenario like that, but typically, in a scenario like this, what I recommend is if you've got the funds on you, of course, you pay for a simple down payment. So whatever days you know it's going to be, so at least 3 days of the renting, and then from there, if you're late for more than a certain time period, I just claim the horses themselves as um, what's it called?
Collateral.
Collateral.
But hold on, there must be a way that we can calculate how
I was
many
about to
days
say,
it'll take us.
Pierre wants to try and calculate this.
I mean, this is a checkpoint, right? This is like a traveling area. They should probably know how many days it takes to get to the Vatican and back.
So depending on how you're traveling, of course, it's going to vary. Will all of you still have horses?
Uh,
Wait.
let's
So are
see
we
here.
trading
Let
in
me.
the horses for like? Are we renting horses? Like, what is the issue? Are we just
We would
letting
still
them take
have.
care of it? And we don't.
We would still have Ember and the Fine Steed and Bronco.
Oh, that's enough. That's enough, right?
So you'd have 2 horses.
Because like 2 people can ride one,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's enough.
So we'd still have 3 horses pretty much.
Yeah. Wait, in that case, we don't really need we don't need to come back for them. We can
Yeah,
just sell them off.
we could, but then we wouldn't have
Okay,
horses for
yeah.
the cart that you wanted.
I think what we should do is when we get to the Vatican and get our payments, they should pay for that.
Yeah, maybe get a. Yeah,
Give us a cart with horses. They're healthy.
it would make some of these things a lot easier, like that whole Chimera thing that we took down.
Yeah, so I think that's what we should do.
Agreed.
So, how much? You got this, Sedio. You're much better at talking than me.
I will basically ask for them to okay. Would they be willing to basically take these horses off our hands and then basically we're selling them off, but they'll be worth less, a little bit less because of their poor health, but they can basically cover all of that themselves, and it'll probably be cheaper because they don't have to worry about I don't know, sending them out or maybe repurposing them for something.
Well, if I'm looking at a draft horse and a riding horse here, and if I was to price them out accordingly, they would be roughly 50 gold and 75 gold each. The treatment's about 25 gold each, so looking at 75 standard market, assuming that I was going to sell them for a little bit more, I could give you 50 gold for both of the horses.
And only 50. That's so. How much
That's
is a healthy horse? That's 50 so
for
low.
that's for a draft. That's the amount for a draft horse is 50,
Oh, okay.
which is a 40 movement speed horse. What type of horse is Bronco again?
Bronco is a draft horse.
He is a draft horse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for just the draft horse, it's 50 then. For just the draft horse.
For a draft horse, if you were to buy it off market, it would be about 50 gold. Now,
Okay.
it's thick, and the procedure's about 25 gold in value. So, I'd be able to give you 25 gold for it, but then I've got to be able to make myself a profit, you see. So, for the draft horse itself, I could give you 15 gold.
Okay. I mean, I will. I think that's the best we could do. I guess I can try and persuade him. Like, well, what's it got? Haggle, maybe a little bit.
I mean, how high is your persuasion?
I wish I can check. I think it's a 5. I don't know. What does it
Six.
say?
Mine's an 8.
Oh, maybe you should do it, and I would help you.
I'm pretty sure. Oh no, your performance is a
Well, you
6.
got a 5.
I
It
think my
is.
persuasion is a.
It should be a 6 technically, because if you don't have proficiency in it, the what did you call it,
Oh,
jack of all?
yeah. I don't know.
Your charisma's 4 plus 1 for Jack is
Oh, it is 5.
um
Then how do you
5.
have a
Yeah.
6 in perform? Oh, you have proficiency in performance. That's what it probably is.
No,
No.
it is weird. There's no proficiency marker. There's
Oh, he
just a
has a
6.
+1 in performance.
Oh yeah, learning, education.
You got that big brain. All right, so I'll try to convince him to raise the
Yes. I will also help you to
nights.
bump up the price.
All right,
So here's my
you
sales
can
pitch.
roll
You
a
see,
persuasion check with advantage, and
Mm,
go ahead and give that.
I'll roll first then.
I want to go for maybe 60.
Nice. So here's my pitch. You see, if you just had no horses, we're giving you 2 horses here. And if you didn't have these 2 horses, that's like negative profits. So like if you didn't buy these 2 horses, you'd be making less money and you wouldn't like you'd be missing out on a huge deal. Sure, it would be like you would have to like nurture them back to health, but it's like patching up an old car. Once you get it working, that shit's gonna be with you for years.
Our poor traumatized horses.
Uh, I guess you're right. They're fine breeds, just a little unwell. I guess I was also accounting for the rent and prices, and I don't charge myself those. I could throw another 10 gold out for both of them, so 60 gold in total.
I'd take that. How about you?
Yep. Sounds fine.
Uh, whose pockets am I handing this over to?
The team pocket. I don't know.
How much gold
Well,
was it?
60. So
60
15
can
each.
do that, I think. Even though I guess Pierre kind of helped get them back. but he didn't really do much as far as the bartering.
So we each make 15 gold.
I'm gonna say Sterling makes 20 and PM makes 10.
Sure. Okay.
Since he was the one who actually got the price with a little bit of help from you, but I know how much Sterling likes his gold, so.
I do. I love my gold.
It was a team effort to save these horses.
hmm But Pierre feels
Oh,
like he's done the least.
I mean, you water, you gave them food and water. That's kind of the thing.
Yeah, but that's kind of
Appreciate
just comes with the territory of having the bag of holding.
Oh, I see.
And yeah.
For everyone else, because I'm just looking at, I've seen Sedior's and Lance's. Where's everyone else standing at gold wise?
I've got 70, and I could have more if I managed to get rid of these candelabras.
I'm at 97, and I have that gemstone that could potentially be 200 gold. If I get
Wait,
it
how
just
much am I
right.
at now?
What number
You're
did
at
you say?
142.
I'm at 42.
142.
Oh wait,
Oh, okay, nice.
I do have an amethyst that's polished with about 80 gold. I forgot that I had that.
Man, it's really funny that I'm the one who likes gold the most, but I'm like the worst at making it.
Nope. Lance has 25.
Ooh.
Not necessarily because they're bad at making it, they're just a spender.
Meanwhile, I don't think I've really spent much other than when we bought the warhorse. I think that's the only amount of gold that I spent.
I spent quite a bit to get that figurine of Wonder's power. But
Yeah,
granted, like a lot of
and you
it
still have
doesn't
more
really-
than me.
I made some money. I made quite a bit of money just now, right, with selling Bardic and selling suggestion and making money off the noble. So
I
that was
believe
quite
you
a
made
bit of money.
about 120 gold.
Yeah. Next magic item's gonna be like 250. I was like, well, I can't afford it again. We need money, guys. We need money.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Just give me one more long rest thing, and I could potentially get like I said, gemstone worth potentially up to 200 gold, depending on how well I do. Which, considering the first roll was what I did a 21. Yeah, the first roll
Wait,
that I
where did
did
you
on it
find
was
that
21.
gemstone?
That was part of the stuff that we
Where'd you-
found.
Oh, wait. So wouldn't that be like split amongst the party? Granted, you can
Yes.
get the
But
cutting
I'm
part.
saying it's 200. It's potentially up to 200 gold, so each of us would be able to get 50 gold each.
Right. Yeah.
More than a third the highest player's amount of gold.
What was the highest amount?
As we said, 142.
Hmm.
Or we could even
For
just have
Lance,
it be
more
its.
than double.
Yeah, but we could even have it be its own separate amount of gold as like a party gold overall.
Party fund.
So we sold the horses. I guess we're gonna hook up. Well, no, I think we already had his. Yeah, we had Sterling's fight steed hooked up to the wagon that we made. Oh yeah, Pierre would tell the person the horses' names. The black one's Ace and the brown one's Apollo.
Good to know. He scribbles that down on a little notepad. Yeah, and holds on to it.
Oh yeah, we made a wagon. That's where we have our bodies.
Yeah, and we have that with us pretty much. We've been going around the town with it.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
True, I guess.
We should like get a coffin. Granted, our coffin is only like what?
And if only ceremony it prevented like corpse decay.
I imagine Pia's been just presiditationing it every so often.
Check out how fresh was that body?
Decently
I'm pretty sure it
fresh.
was like I'm pretty sure it was like at least a day old.
Because the other ones in the main bar tavern, those were like dead for years or something, right? They're being mummified, I think.
Gently mummified. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one was
It
more
was
fresh.
it was new, but not new enough that like the blood was still warm or stuff like that. Like decay had probably started happening, and as I think you described, when I picked it up, it started to slosh almost.
Early, early to mid signs of decay, but not formal.
The maggots hadn't gotten
Um,
it yet.
yeah.
Fully rigor mortis. I guess we just kind of do some downtime until the church people get to us.
Sure.
I thought we were gonna go meet them, but I guess we did take a bit of time just staying here, so they could probably be here soon. Who knows?
I'm
I
willing
think
to do more downtime.
I do think that it is better
Yeah,
to wait in the town rather than trying to go out and meet them and somehow winding up on a different road than what they're taking.
Agreed.
it'd probably make more complications to go and meet them, honestly. But yeah, I think we just gotta wait for them. So we just gotta kill the time.
All right. Everyone who knows what they want to do with their downtime, if you've got a role, I think you
Yep.
know what it's associated with. You can do it.
Here's for
Um,
Can you roll
polishing.
Yippee!
can
I
you
get to
roll a
add.
wisdom save for me?
Yes,
And let me know
So I
what I
am
got.
now.
Ooh,
I
that's
forgot
a
the DC.
bad
Is it 14?
polish.
I believe it's 14.
Ooh. 13, that's pretty low.
It should say in downtime.
You failed it.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah, you only rolled a
What did
10.
I get?
A 10. And I'm pretty
Yes,
sure
I
it was like
believe.
what, a 13
I think it's 14. I think
or
it says
14?
on Discord.
Yeah. 14.
Yeah, 14.
Sterling is the only one who passed.
Mine was to polish the gemstone.
Because I think I still have
Actually,
Bardic.
wait,
I can get it. I can give it.
Wait, I just realized I forgot the previous roll was actually much higher. Because I had a +6 to it, actually. So it would have been. The previous roll that I did to cut it would have been a 27. And this roll would
Okay.
be a 6, 7, 8, a 19. That's my bad. I forgot to
For
add in my proficiency bonus stuff.
Even in defeat, like even in the jaws of defeat, you snatch a victory. Like holy shit, man!
That's what a plus, like, 6 will do for you.
yeah, all right. So Sterling has just ticked up to a +1 in. Oh, I did that wrong. A +1 in their athletics.
Nice.
Nice.
So I want to make sure you know how to do that correctly. Every time this happens.
You go into.
Do you have a vague idea, or do you need a walkthrough?
I would like a walkthrough. That would be very appreciated.
I would hang on. Let me try and see if I can share my screen specifically for character sheet. Yes, I can. Is it gonna flash?
Mm,
Can you see my character
athletic.
sheet, Sterling, on
Hold on.
Discord?
Yes.
All right, you hit this little cogwheel here,
Mhm.
and then you go down to where your stat is that you've upgraded, and you change, like, for example, yours is athletics. You change the 0 to a 1.
Okay. Thank you.
And you can do that. You do that with pretty much all those stats until you reach whatever our proficiency bonus is, and then you just remove that, change it back to a 0. You
And
go
then
back
just
to the
click
core
the
and just click
proficiency thing.
proficiency. Or if you already have proficiency with it and you're going further, you click, you go back to this cogwheel setting, and you click on where it says normal, and you change it to expertise.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it's just cogwheel, scroll all the way down, look for the stat in the central column, change it to the plus whatever, +1, +2, +3. Yeah. It's pretty simple doing it that way. But yeah, you now have a +1 to your athletics.
Alrighty. As downtime passes,
How's the
you spend
gemstone?
um. All right. Actually, for that one, what is it to identify? Give me a quick investigation check, just so that you can try and tell how good the
Yeah.
gemstone is
Uh,
value-wise.
I'm quickly just typing out what I had gotten total for you. That way you have both of them. 12 plus 6 is 19. And you said investigation?
Yes.
Alright. And of course I will guidance myself. Ah.
2. Well,
That's a 16 total. Which is really low for me. With investigation, I rolled a 2 for the actual die roll.
Yeah, that's kind of insane.
But that means that my minimum is a 13.
so, an analysis of the gem, you do some looking around, pull out your tools, do some quick measurements. Um, the gem is definitively um, the gem is definitively more than 150 gold. Um, it could be at that cap of 200, but you're not quite certain. Um, but you can confidently say this is an 150 gold gem.
Mhm.
If someone tried to pay you 150 gold, that's probably where they're starting to undercut you.
Yeah. I imagine Pierre's just kind of holding it, admiring it, and he's like, good. And he will put the polished black diamond into his bag safely with all of his other gemstones. He has so many gemstones still on him that need polished, but he's going by most valuable to least valuable.
sure you give it a kiss before you put it in your bag.
uh, no.
Alrighty then. After everyone finishes their downtime, I will note Sedior has a bit of a headache, but nothing too debilitating. You hear on the edge of the town a small group of horses start to arrive with 2 wagons in their wake. As the Thadican arrives to town.
Is this on
One
the
of
same day?
it's the very end of the day.
We've been here for a while.
Okay.
One of the Thadican carts pulls to the side and starts setting up a camp on the outside of town. As the other pulls in, and they look like they're looking for you until they catch the group of you in their eyes.
Pierre's,
A
I was gonna say, Pierre's
half-elven man.
probably looking at the gyms that he has left over that he needs to do, and was probably thinking of that, so he's not really paying any attention.
So a half-elven man hops down from the cart and says, "Greetings. I am Disciple Garrick. I was told you have a body for us to take."
Yes, we do. We recovered it from Red Arrow Tavern again, but it is in a poor condition. I think it should be examined and taken care of. We hand over the body.
They take it onto their cart, put it in a small box. One of them casts a quick spell, and then they seal it up. It is good to meet with the group of you all. Seems like you've seen quite a bit in the last few days. We got a basic report, and it's followed through the chain of command a little bit. Could you give me a quick rundown of what you've been through?
Yes. Well, the first thing we did, we cleared out the sewers in Salud. There were some experiments going on with a certain kind of what's the right word? Parasitic creature.
Leech worm thing.
And then, yeah,
They were totally vampiric.
those were part of an experiment done by a wizard. We have some notes on that. Luckily, we have cleared out most of the sewers, so it shouldn't be an issue. But it should be noted that such a thing was done, and by such a person. After that, we have cleared out the forest of was it chimera?
It was a chimera.
Which we had picked up by a church as well, so they have that in custody. So I'm sure there's not much more to report on that. And then lastly, we went to Sal, which was a sort of town that has lost communication for quite some time. And it was probably the most dangerous part of our whole journey thus far, because it is under a magical influence that is quite, to say the least. And we were able to find out what we can about that. I would say it is still not a safe town. Something should be done about the place, which we'll find out when we ask the higher ups what we should do, what they plan to do. I suppose we also visited the Wizard Tower, which was overall not very eventful. But we found out about tavern, which we visited, where we found the body and the rituals and craziness that had happened there. Uh, they were trying to explore ways of expanding into greater magics at the cost of lives and souls and whatnot. We can expand more when we speak to the higher ups of that again. But that is kind of the summary of what we have done thus far.
Well, if you're looking to speak with some higher ups, I can try to get you a meeting. It may take some time, but based off of just the words you've said now, we might have to send a deployment to at least barricade off Sal for the moment, if it's as dangerous as you say. Um, you said you had gathered some information, some notes. Could I get those from you?
We were planning on bringing it directly to the Vatican, since we were planning to go there ourselves. Are you heading back as well? Or I guess you're taking this body back directly?
Yes, we have to take the body back, and likely once we get there, we'll do some pickup on resources again, uh, and possibly get a, as I said, a deployment out to Sal. I'll probably be heading that up.
Be careful.
Yeah, maybe we can travel together back to the Vatican.
I've got nothing against that. Um, do you all have transport, or would it be easier if we got you in one of the wagons?
I think we
Pretty
have.
sure we all have
I think
transport.
we're probably faster ourselves, right?
Potentially. Because our
Because we don't have to
horses.
pull a wagon or
The speed that
Yeah.
our horse, our slowest horse goes at is. Actually, is a war horse slow or is a war horse decent? I don't know a war horse's speed.
I think that's the fastest horse.
Hmm?
I think Warhorse is the fastest non-spell horse.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
think Warhorse is the same as the racing horse you got.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
no, it's a speed of 60. It's the same as a riding horse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. The fine steed is still the fastest, I suppose. Unless that's also the same, I don't know.
That's what I'm checking. But I thought that the steed was. Yeah, it has the stats of the chosen form, and he chose a war horse, so his fine steed has a speed of 60. And our slowest horse is uh, Bronco, which is a 40 speed. Actually, I'm gonna do
That's not too
this
bad. I think we're still faster, right?
maybe because we're not pulling it. Yeah, we're not
Or at
pulling
least,
anything.
at the very
You
least, we're more
probably a
mobile.
little faster.
Yeah, I think we're just probably riding
So
on
would you?
our own horses. We have enough
Would you be traveling ahead or trying to keep pace?
Uh, I think we can go on ahead. I mean, we might stop by the towns in between where we might catch up again. But yeah, we do want to get back to the Vatican as soon as possible, and then they can give us our next orders, I guess.
Hmm.
Will you be taking the? It sounds like you're going to be traveling through Salud then instead of the most direct road.
Oh, actually, I don't know. I need to look at the map.
The most direct road would lead directly to the Vatican. We would not go through Salute at all.
uh,
Salute is that one town that we were first in.
yeah, no, I know. I just don't know relative to the Vatican. I didn't know there was a more direct way.
Yeah, it's a straight shot.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh. I mean, I think Lance had something that they wanted to do in Salute, but I still don't know if they've recovered from that situation that they were in with the whole
I'd be okay with
worm leash thing. So I think maybe just head straight
wait,
there.
what?
Salute was the one with the worm leech things, the vampire worms.
Oh, you mean okay. Sorry, I thought
And I was
never mind.
saying I don't know if they recovered, but Lance had asked if they could teach him some stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But the
I
thing
wouldn't be
is,
opposed
they
to
said they could, but not right now because they're still busy recovering. It really hasn't been that long since we've been there, so they're still probably dealing with all the backlog of stuff.
hasn't it been like a couple of weeks at this point?
From Salute? No,
Probably about a week.
maybe a week,
It's only been a week.
maybe two. But it really hasn't been that long between Salute and where we are now.
Okay, then I'd say it's probably better to go straight to the Vatican and then go back to Salute.
Depending on where stuff takes us, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. If you'll be traveling ahead, then make sure your paladin's at the ready and try and send a message ahead just in case. We'll be following as close behind as we can.
We will meet you when we get back to the Vatican, I guess.
All right. If you need anything from me, we're setting up camp right outside of town for the night. Um, we'll be heading back to the Vatican come morning. Still have a few supplies we want to pick up, a few individuals we want to chat with. Um,
Who who would be good to talk to when we get back to the Vatican?
well, I believe you have contacts with one of the brothers.
One of the bishops,
Daniel?
I believe.
Is that a name? Brother Thanel? Or is that the guy back at the Salute?
That sounds like the guy back at Salud.
I believe you're correct, Sleed.
I only know the highest level guy that I know of is Bishop Babel when we handed off the Chimera. But I don't know if he would be responsible for us. Like, who assigned the mission? Because I wasn't there when that happened.
I believe it was like an orc, if I'm not mistaken.
You've met an orc who was Brother Bacane. Um, he's in charge of Lance's unit, essentially.
It said Brother
Was that the person
Duquesne?
who gave the
Yeah.
missions out to us?
I believe that was the person.
Yes, originally.
Okay. How do you spell brother? What?
Bicane. Bicane.
Ah, okay. Then I guess they would be the one to report to, I suppose.
Bishop Babel, if you've had communications with them, try and get one of their officers to keep them in the know. I believe they are the superior of Brother Bicane.
Okay, that actually makes it easier because I can contact them pretty easily. Then I will send Bishop Babel a message. We don't have a group name, do we? I would just announce our names: Sterling, Lance, Pierre, Sidier, returning to the Vatican to report and receive updates on what our next course of action should be.
He says, "Good to know. Send us a repeat message when you're about an hour out. So we'll have the gates prepared for you. Make sure Paladin Lance has his crests at the ready. If you need anything else of us, make sure to keep us in the know. You should have met with one of our knights at the moment. Good day."
Understood.
That's a really good point. We should make a group name.
Yeah. What is a good name for us?
Most of the
Might be best
parties,
to think of a name.
yeah,
A name when you have a party. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, do you guys plan on heading out tonight or waiting till morning?
I wouldn't be opposed to going out at night.
Mm, I don't know.
I think it makes more sense to head out in the morning, but I'm not
Yeah,
opposed to going out at night, I guess.
and we don't
But it
necessarily
just makes
have
more
to,
sense to leave.
but we don't even have to really get an inn or anything. We could
You've
literally
got a
pretty
hut.
much just camp out outside of the town like how they're doing, but in our tiny hut.
How much ground can we cover if we head out tonight?
Our slowest
You
horse is a
guys
40
are
movement speed.
here. If you were, well, by when? The next night?
Oh, I guess like if we head out tonight, we still have the long rest at night, right? So we have like I don't know how many hours of travel we can do before we have a long rest.
Oh, before exhaustion might set in?
More, no, what
Um,
he's meaning is more so. Well, okay, here's a better question. What time is it in game right now?
right now, it is late evening.
So that'd be 7?
Yes.
So we could travel maybe 2 hours?
I mean, if we travel when it's actually dark out, we can travel until 10, 11. So that's like 3 or 4
Yeah.
hours of travel. Um, yeah, let's do like 4 hours of travel. Then we'll long rest kind of thing.
That sounds good.
Fine by me. So it is probably about time for the session to call it, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
I guess Ash never showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. They can watch the VOD.
There's a VOD?
I finally got the internet working better, so I can do it.
Oh, nice.
Turns
Because I
out,
kind of want to listen to it again, too.
turns out their Wi-Fi for the Wi-Fi, like actual Wi-Fi bot, the thing that sends out the actual Wi-Fi signal, not the router itself, but the Wi-Fi. That thing wasn't plugged into the 10 gigabyte. It was only plugged into the 1 gigabyte speed.
What? Oh.
So you got like
So
a
that's why.
fraction of the
So
gigabit
that's
speed.
why it was so bad at times. Now I plugged it into the 10.
So your router wasn't plugged in properly, kind of thing.
Do you guys have
Yes?
a what's it called? A fiber optic line? Is that what you guys have?
Yeah.
Uh,
I have fiber now. I used to only just have the copper line, or whatever's called.
So we travel till we take a long rest, and that's pretty much where we're ending it. Nothing happens
You-
during the 4 hours.
Any encounters?
nothing on that quick travel. It's not
Okay.
very long.
And then
4 hours? Isn't 4 hours like half a day's
it's
travel?
it. To be fair, it is a yeah, it is an okay amount of time, considering 4 hours is pretty much the downtime we would normally get. But at the same
Yeah.
time, it is also late.
With time left in session and with it only being half of the
Yeah.
travel time, I'm considering it not very long.
I mean, if there was an
Um,
encounter, we just resolve it next week. Or sorry, next Thursday.
Yeah, there might be an encounter. I'll roll it up next week. Every time you travel, I roll on the encounter table. It's just, which is
Trade.
shocking because I've gotten the same roll like 4 times now.
You're just bound to break that combo.
That's our marching order. And this will
Alrighty
be
then.
our resting order. When we do the rest.
I do have a question. So, because I just realized once I got home, because I'm home now, that I have Lucky. Can I
Oh,
lucky
yeah.
my save for the downtime?
Sure.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you have that lucky ring, don't you?
Yes. I need to stop forgetting that I can use it because it's such a useful ring. Okay, I'm gonna roll another wisdom save. DC 14. Where's my character sheet?
I'll leave the stream going then for that.
Wisdom save. Here we go.
Let's see if he succeeds.
Hey, I just
Hey!
made it. Is it 14? Am I forgetting that? It is 14, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's go. I just need to do this another 40 times, or let me check how many.
Remind me, how many uses of Lucky is actually on the ring?
It's once per day.
That.
All right, so City or DC 14. I'm at 6 out of 50. Okay.
Nice.
That's gonna be a long.